Good morning. My cat's trying to escape, so I'll just show her real quick. Say bye. Okay, you wanna get down? Okay. I feel like she doesn't know what she wants this morning. Gonna come up or? She saw I had food at the desk, so she immediately wanted to go in my lap. We'll see what she does. She might... I have cat hair. She might fade into the background back there and hang out either on the couch or on her tower or something. I'm hoping she won't want to leave because then I have to open the door. Anyways, good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing all right. Happy Saturday. What was I gonna say? Sorry, she distracted me. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day so far. I'm having a good day so far. Pretty chill. Just got ready to stream as usual on the weekends. I just kind of wake up and then immediately jump into getting ready. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As for our question of the day, what are you grateful for today? I am feeling grateful for the place that I live. I live in such a beautiful place, and I think she wants to leave, so I'll let her out in a second. Yeah, I feel really grateful for being able to live in the mountains. I love the mountains. I feel kind of a pull between the mountains and the ocean oftentimes, and I kind of just go for living where my intuition takes me often. And as I got more sick, like I was diagnosed with a couple of things in 2020, and as I got more sick, I realized I couldn't handle the beach as much, which made me want to move someplace colder and move back into the mountains. And I still miss the beach a lot from time to time, but I really love being in the mountains. So I'm grateful to be able to live in a place where I get to be surrounded by mountains and get to go into the mountains when I want to on the trails that are accessible to me. That's the hard part about living out here, where most of the trails that we have out here are high elevation. Not high elevation, just a steeper incline, I should say. But yeah, I'm just so grateful to be in such a beautiful place. And I, even just driving, to do errands, I look around and I think, wow, like I live here, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really grateful to live where I do. Yeah, so if you want to share what you're grateful for today in chat, please feel free. If not, that's totally fine. But that is our everyday question of the day. I will probably occasionally switch it up, but for now, I'm really enjoying practicing gratitude every time I stream. Okay, I'm going to let my cat out real quick. So at this point, the stream started lagging, so I made the first part of the build a speed build. I started out with adding a beam to the kitchen, just to add some visual interest as you're walking through the house. The wood colors didn't quite match, but I ended up going for a plain and simple beam because I felt like it's what matched the house the best. And then I moved over to the stairs. I just wanted to change them out for one that didn't have the white in it. And then I had an idea between streams where I wanted to add some candles to the living room table. I wanted them to be just like a huge cluster of candles. Here you can see me kind of trying to make them look good and arrange them around this vase with flowers. This took me a second to do, and then I realized that the vase wasn't centered on the table, so then I had to kind of try and redo it. Here I realized that the vase wasn't centered, so I moved everything over. I had forgotten to ensure that the vase was centered before doing all of this, and then I tried to rearrange everything, but it ended up just kind of looking a little messy, so I might revisit the candles on this table later on, but I ended up deleting everything. I started working on the office after that, and I knew that I wanted to use this desk because it had kind of some organic looking elements to it. This is a build for a coven of witches, so I wanted to incorporate some more natural looking elements. Then I looked for a lamp that fit the vibes of the space. I ended up going for this lamp, and I changed the color later on when I found a good rug for the space as well. Then I was fighting to try and find some bookshelves. I thought about using the same one that I had in the dining room, but then I found these that were perfect. They're a little bit thinner, so they fit on this wall space really well. And then I was trying to find something to fill in the space in between them. I looked through some decorations, but I didn't really like anything, so I just moved on and decided to come back to that later on. I kept on finding other things that I wanted to use in other places, so you can see me finding those and just moving them to different spots. I then tried to find a computer that was fitting for this house, and I just decided to go for the typewriter, and I picked it in this brown color. I kept on changing the color of the chest to make it match the colors of the room, so you can see me fidgeting with that through the footage. Here I was trying to find a rug that would work, and I ended up finding this rug that kind of looked like something that would be involved in a ritual of some kind, so I put it in the front area to see if I wanted to incorporate that later on. I ended up loving this blue rug and the way it looked in the space, so I decided to make the entire room kind of blue themed. We decided to make one of the witches a celestial witch and have their space be blue themed, so I figured that this maybe was their area for research, so we really leaned into the blue here. Here I'm just trying to fill in that empty space. I really wanted to use that camera just because of the aesthetic. I ended up deleting it later on. And then here you can see us embracing more of the blue. I decided to go for the full blue rather than with the white baseboard. I wanted to put some curtains in here just to add a little bit of more interest on the walls, and I ended up going with these. I feel like they fit the space really well. I do kind of wish they had some like gold stars on them or something that would have really tied everything in the theme, I guess, all together. And then I found this blue painting that fit the blue theme of the space as well. In order to fill in the space between the bookshelves, I went for the blue sconce and moved the chest over and changed the color to fit the space more. And then I added a telescope to look out of the little window in the office because, again, if the celestial witch is using this space, maybe they're using that telescope to look at the stars and the planets. Then I went in and added a plant just to fill in more empty space. Then I added some clutter. I will be going in and adding more clutter when I revisit this build in the future, but I just wanted to add a few little pieces. We then moved on to the living room. I wondered whether this house would be the type of house that would have a TV, but I decided that they would. I just made one of the small TVs a little bit bigger. Okay, so we've got our TV. It's centered on the wall. It's kind of blocking the window, but it's not bad enough for me to feel weird about it. One thing that I did want to do in this room is I want to layer some rugs. I thought it would be fun to do kind of an eclectic rug situation. So let's see which rugs we like. And we'll move this over to, oops. Oops. Okay. Oh, this is for in front of a fireplace. That's cool. I hadn't seen that. That's neat. That's useful. Okay. Let's take a look at that. And maybe one of these. I don't know. This is maybe if we make this smaller and then, oh, I forgot. Hold on. I need to turn on cheats again. Okay. Oops. Could we potentially do, like, do these have different enough patterns where we could do a few of these on top of each other? Like, bring that one has the bunnies. More bunnies. Roses. This one has some of the blue ones. Let's see. Let's see. So we can get rid of that. Oh, no, not that one. This one. Could we do... Oops. I don't know. Is this... How does that look? What if we put... Oh, not that one. Oh, I guess that is the one that we have in the office, though. Oh, not that one. No. This one, okay. I feel like there's an art to stacking rugs like this, and maybe I am not good at that art. Oops. Hello? There we go. Okay, cool. Should we put up some wallpaper to give us an idea? Or would that maybe influence us too much? Back to our roots of doing some... It's too much. Okay. Do we like the black walls? I think that's the one in the dining room. I still feel like wallpaper is a good option. Eesh, no. Any good paneling? Black paneling? I don't know. Could we potentially do... Oops. Let's see. Does that... Oh, sorry. I want the house to like have some type of flow. What's the outside of the house look like? Could we have a stone living room? I forgot about the new glass walls. But I don't... Oh, we could build a greenhouse, actually. Hold on, let me just put, like... Let me just put a square of did the glass walls go? I just had them. Here they are. Okay. I'll just put that out there for now. So that we remember to make a greenhouse. Okay. I don't know about the walls. How about a purple living room? Because then that ties in the purple from the room next door. I don't mind that. I wonder... I'm just trying to find, like, carpets that match. Cat, come here. You want snuggles? The cat is in and out. She can't decide what she wants today. I haven't decided whether I like the layering of the rugs yet. Okay, let's just focus on other things that one would have in a living room. Accent tables, perhaps. Side table? What kind of side tables do we want? Oops. Let's do this quick. That's like a marble top to that. Which I don't know about. These look so big. How about here? Make them smaller. Oops. Let's make sure that these are okay. I don't think that I like the layered rugs. I like the idea of them, I just think that I am not particularly good at them. No. This one. There we go. We could still do like kind of a off-kilter rug. Let's see. Okay, and maybe a coffee table. This one I know is huge. Yeah. It looks so messy with the walls not up, but if I do this, then it takes that wall down, which I don't want. Okay. Do we like those coffee tables? I don't think I like them. I don't think they match what I'm going for. No, too modern. How about something like this? I could do something like this and layer it actually for the coffee table. Where it's like here, and then I do another one that's smaller here. But I don't know if that looks good. No. It doesn't work with that one. I like this though, but I do want it this way. Okay. I feel like, oops, this is more like what I want. What? Oh, okay. So it looks jaggedy because of the low rendering quality that I had to do in order to get a stream to work. Now, do I want it in the corner like that, or do I want it like right here? And then we definitely I think I like the brown better. Okay. Maybe lamps? Oh. I forgot to turn on the closed captioner. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. Closed captioning should be back. Industrial, probably not. We could do one of these, but small. I really like the jellyfish one. See, that doesn't work when it's sized down because the light floats. But this doesn't match like the same vibe as this. So okay. This might be fun on the front porch. Okay. Should we do 2? Definitely need some art in here. Oh, I forgot about the lights. No, it should be fine. I need to change the lights in the dining room to something more chandelier-esque. Let's see. Let's do dark brown or black. That needs to go upstairs in the Green Witch's room. Okay. No. I think just one of these again, but I think that's the one that's in the kitchen. Do I want to do the same one? Okay. Oh, that's way too long. Oops. Not what I wanted. Okay. Should be good. Okay. This living room is looking quite plain. So let's see if we can jazz it up a little bit. Maybe that there. Maybe a poster? I like the dark blue. I could do that over here, maybe. And maybe one of these. It's very red. See, this is more like witchy vibes, right? Maybe we can make a gallery wall. See if we can make these work. Wow. No, too bright. Too tropical. We change the frame color on that. It's a little light. Do this one. Let's see. And maybe. I do wish that we had something like some more eclectic Art. I feel like we need one more right here. Can we shift? Okay, one more. Ugh. Not the right size. Gallery walls are hard in real life. They're easier in The Sims, but they're still difficult. Should I just have kept this over here? Maybe I could have done the little... No. Go there. No, we just... I've given myself space for one more. Unfortunately. No. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I just move... Nope. I just have that one spot. If I make it bigger, does it fix it? It does not. We could come back and revisit it. Okay. Let's see. Let's move on to something else. Save. This side over here is really plain. I don't know if this fits the vibe anymore. I want like string lights. Should I move this over? Or have it like here in a corner? Is it floating now? It is. Okay. That might not be too bad. Should we then shift this entire thing to be that way? Oh, I kind of like it the other way. Okay. Or we could do this corner. Oops. To where it's not in the way of the door. No, I like it there. Okay. Sure. Why not? Okay. So then we could have... Could have an accent table. I'm thinking maybe a bookshelf. But I also want to do some plants. I just want... Okay, what about shelf? Let's just pull out some stuff and see what we like. I feel like this looks very plasticky. That's a cute shelf. We could do that one over here. Oops. I'll just put it there for now. Change the color later. Oh, that one has keys. Cute. I'm afraid that these are a little too colorful for what we're doing. Trophy case. Ooh, maybe... I feel like this isn't... That's not bad, I just don't know where to put it. Okay. Those like shell decorations on wood pieces were so popular even when I was younger. Look at that from straight on. I think maybe just 2. I can't tell if I like it or not. Just do plain brown shelves. And do we have any like rocks or crystals or something that we could do? I need to... These are activities and skills. Where would... Maybe decorations? Clutter. A lump of coal. Kind of could be like obsidian. We could do more candles. Oh, I'm missing something. Oh no, I can't see it. Hold on. Doc Dustin 11, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. How's your day going? How are you? Oh. Maybe red? Oh, does that not slot onto there? It doesn't slot onto there. Okay. So we're gonna have to get creative. Let's see, can we... And then bring it up. There we go. Okay. Can stick with the purple for now. All right, what else would be in a witchy cottage? Antique tomes. Maybe smaller. Do they come in different colors? Those browns just seem a little bright. Let's see. Maybe smaller. And then bring them up. No, it's slotting to this. Hold on. Drag. Okay. Ooh, blue is nice. I don't think I like this up here, so we can move that. I don't know. We'll move it there for now. Okay. Maybe miscellaneous. See if there's anything else. Oops. Yeah. Okay. We can always come back to the clutter items later but as long as I have some clutter items there, then I feel good about it. Oops. Our window disappeared. Okay. What if we had... Do we have a poof? Or like... an ottoman? I wonder if an ottoman in this corner would be good vibes. We could also do like a seat there, an actual... We'll leave that there for now. Okay, so we'll move on to the bathroom next. I'm not done in the living room, but I feel good about it for now. We can come back and revisit it. Okay, so this is just a half bath. We could go with... I don't know, that doesn't... I do like this tile, so... We are going to keep that, and then we can do... Oh, we do need to have tile on the floor, so let's... Or stone. We'll see. Something that would be in a cottage. And that matches the walls. That's going to be the hard part. That's why I feel like stone goes well in a cottage for bathrooms. Not quite. This is hard. Should we stick with the wood in here? I have no idea what would match this, the red tile. Not that. It's kind of awful. How about this? Oh, I don't like the pattern in the middle though. White grout? Maybe we change the walls. Black grout? Does that mean we would have to change these too? I know, there are so many options, Shepherd Boy Mom. It's could be a little overwhelming. The problem too is that like there are so many options, but then depending on which packs you have and what you're looking at, sometimes the options, like for example, the tile wall versus the tile floor don't match. So then you're struggling to like make a room look good, even though you have so many options. You are kind of limited to what looks good together, which is true in real life too. But you're not as limited as you are in the Sims. Maybe that's our red option. And then we could do a full red bathroom, but I feel like that might be a lot. Hello, Vega Violet 29. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. How are you? How's your day going? I am really struggling with these floors. Okay, let's exit off the red and see what maybe black options we have. I feel like that's just really straightforward. Like, sure, why not? Then does the white toilet and the white sink look good? Hello, Vega Violet. Thanks for coming into the chat. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. We are currently struggling to make a bathroom that looks good in this witchy cottage that we've built. But yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing pretty good. We had some stream lagging issues earlier, which were frustrating, but we got through it. So, yeah, we're doing good. Okay. Maybe I should just commit to, because this was originally supposed to be a dark cottage, so we can just commit to the black toilet, black sink, even though sanitarily, not great. A vibe, but in terms of cleaning, not great. Okay, and we'll just plop in some toilet paper. What are you up to with your Saturday? Anyone in chat? Anyone got anything fun going on today? How do I get the toilet paper? Toiler. There it is. Okay. Maybe right there? Okay. No, that doesn't match the vibe. Hand towel? That might be nice. I feel like there's a more ornate one that might match with the witchy vibes. Maybe right there. Oops. How do I... Okay. You're touring a house at 7:30? That's exciting. And... Okay, so we've got towels. Is it a full house, or like, did you find an actual house that you want, Shepherd Boy Mom? Okay. What else do people have in a bathroom? I feel like that's about it. And I'm gonna move this over just a little bit. Nope. Because it's peeking into the bathroom. Let's see. Can we see that? Sorry. How does that look from this end? It's fine. It's a possibility. That's exciting. Please send me photos if you take any. Okay. Okay, so we can start working on this like mudroom space. And I think a runner rug would be really nice in here. I know that this one... Oh, maybe not. I thought this one had a purple swatch. Okay, making a note to myself. Okay, can I like filter? Be nice if I could filter rugs by like their shape. I don't really have a lot of options for runner rugs though, do I? They're a little gaudy. I mean, it's fine, but it's not really what we're looking for. Red carpet? Let's see. This kind of matches with the purple in the other room. So again, if we want to like tie in, and then we could make this like the same stone as the outside. I kind of really like that. I hate when my doors and windows do this. It's like, why? Okay, saving that. Okay. All right, so the downstairs is worked on. Is it done? No. But I kind of want to move to the upstairs. I'm not really happy with the living room or the bathroom, but I do like the office. The kitchen feels good to me. This space still needs to be worked on, and I like the hallway. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. But wait, did I? Yeah. Okay. So let's work on the upstairs for the last few minutes of stream, and then we'll call it a stream. So, do we want to do the same thing for this hallway? No. I feel like wood paneling in here might be nice, but I don't know if there's any wood paneling that has the right colors for us. Wow, this reminds me of a lot of staff housing that I've lived in. Okay. Maybe just a nice, just sort of neutral color. No, I don't like that. Okay. What looks cottagey? We could do like... Oh, no, I don't like that. Okay, maybe we leave that plain for now. I know that for our green witch, I want them to have a lot of plants in their room. So I wonder if they can get... Oh, hold on. First, I need to add doors. Let's do that first. And then I actually think maybe... Is this too small of a space for the bed? It's about the same space, but that gives us more space to work with on that side. So... Or we could do here. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then add a door to this bedroom. Could do there. Okay. This window is right in the middle of that wall, but we're gonna ignore that. Okay. I do like this wallpaper for a green witch. And we can look at other beds to see if anything... Actually, let's filter it by green. There's also this green bed that has the darker... Just looking at all our options here. We have this one, but I don't like the yellow pillows. And then we have this one. Hold on. Let's see. We could do either the white or the dark, but I kind of like the idea of the white for this bedroom. So let's try that. Okay, what kind of flooring would this sim have in here? More wood paneling? We could... We can put this... Oh, not in there. We can put this in all the bedrooms and then pick a... Oops, different one. Different flooring if we wanted to. The floor does change things though. Do we have a... That might fit better in here. Okay. I'll have to play test this to see if the sim can get by, but for now, let's find some side tables for next to the bed. Some end tables. Do they fit? They don't. Could we pull this wall out? Would that be too... That's a very thin hallway. No. Okay. Oops. Not what I meant. Could we do... should we do... I feel like a green witch would definitely have some apple boxes. Okay, just one should be okay. I feel good about that. Okay, we need a dresser. Let's see. And we have a mirror. Indoor plants. Let's filter it by pack real quick. There is a plant kit, blooming rooms, that I want to use in here. And I do want to change the color of this because it's just the green color is so cool toned for most of the plants in The Sims. Okay. I don't know if the green walls and the green plants are too much, but I really do want it to feel as if this sim lives in a jungle. I'm just going to pull out some of the plants that I want to use in here. And then we're about out of time for stream, so then we'll finish up stream. Maybe that one. I do like this little one too. I don't know if I want that one. Wow, that is a big plant. But it's so fun with the moss. We can play with the colors later. What is happening? Why is that glitching? Okay. I think that's it for that kit. So, okay. All right, we worked really hard on the house today. We had some issues with I guess internet stability, but we did get through most of the downstairs. I still want to work on the living room, the bathroom, and the dining room. I just feel like something more can be done in there. I'm not quite happy with it. Something doesn't feel right. Oh, we do have to work on the entryway too. We didn't work on that at all. But I am pretty happy with our office. It's so much easier with it being color coordinated like this, but I don't know. I think it's fun. Yeah, the living room we still need to work on. It is fun and eclectic, but I feel like there's still some empty spaces I want to fill, and maybe we can find decorations that fit these like witches' personalities better. The bathroom, I don't know. I wanted to do red in there, but I don't know if that's correct. So we might change that. And then I don't know why, but I love this hallway. The stone hallway. It's kind of giving castle vibes, which I like. And then we worked a little bit on the green witch's room. So we got some plants in there, and we'll keep working on that the next time that we work on this build. I will probably add this build into our stream schedule for... Oh, why is the rug crooked? So I've seen some people like in real life do this. It's for more like lived in feel. My original idea was to layer different rugs together on top of each other. That's like a kind of boho eclectic thing to do in houses, but I couldn't find rugs that really matched the furniture and the walls and each other enough to be able to layer them. I don't really have that many options in terms of like this specific vibe. But yeah, that's why the rug is crooked. I thought it would be fun to do, you know, some angles to make it feel a little bit more lived in, and to repeat the word I've said, I feel like 15 times, eclectic. That would drive me crazy, but I get it. I know. I would never do it in real life in my house. I probably would not be able. No, I'm 99% sure I would not be able to handle that in my own house. But for Sims and for this, like for these Sims in this space, I feel like it fits. But yeah, we didn't get to the outside of the house. There's still a lot more to do on this build, so I'll be adding I'll probably be adding working on this build into our schedule for next week, and I'll post that later on today. And we can work on, you know, the rest of the inside of the house, and then we can work on the exterior. I still do want to create a greenhouse for our green witch, and then I do want to do my idea with the giant gnome, and then just like surrounding him with plants and making kind of a garden setting with the giant gnome as the centerpiece for the garden. So yeah, we'll keep on working on this probably at some point next week. And like I said, I'll be posting that schedule later on today once I look at it and move some stuff around. Thank you so much for your patience as I dealt with streaming issues today. I appreciate you hanging out, sticking around, and yeah, just spending time with me as I try and work through this shell challenge. As usual, I am posting my the links for my socials and my Discord channel if you feel like keeping up with me and my schedules, or building community with the other people who hang out with us. Please feel free to follow and or join any of those. I post my VODs on my YouTube channel, so you can check out any of my past VODs there. And I post my schedule both on Instagram and on Discord. So yeah, if you had fun today and you like our vibe, please feel free to follow and or subscribe. either way, I really appreciate you being here and hanging out. It means a lot to me that people stick around. So, but I think that is all that we have for today. Next stream, let me look at my schedule that I made for next week. I believe our next stream we are going to be, we're going to be working more on our Legend of Zelda games playthrough. So we're still on the first game from 1987. We're about halfway through that game. So we will be continuing that playthrough next time we stream, which is next Tuesday from 1 to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So that's what we will be doing next time. I think that's all the housekeeping things. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you all very soon. All right.